3 years back, I put a picture of a man jumping off a cliff on my goal chart. Adventure was the new synergy running in my heart. I said to myself, bungee jumping it is. I'll put my fears in a quiz. What's the fizz? I used to excitedly see it every day and visualize about what will happen to me as the man behind will say 1, 2 and 3. I used to feel the emotion and fear running inside my heart, but I knew I wanted to do it from the very start. This visualization went on for some days. I wished I could achieve it in some ways, but after a point I just forgot about it till my college trip came up to lit. We all decided to go to Rishikesh and Mussoorie for a vacation. After our college test, they said adventure in Rishikesh is the very best. I just inquired about what all adventure is on offer. Rafting and bungee jumping is really nice. After listening to the word bungee jumping, I do not have to think twice. We all booked our tickets and I told everyone we are going to Rishikesh first, as completing bungee jumping is my thirst. As we arrived on the Dehradun airport, we had to make our way directly to do bungee jumping. I could feel my heart pumping. We reached on the spot in an hour or so. I started feeling the heat, which I was not ready to show. I saw a guy who was standing on the edge of the jumping board. He was counting on the motivation he had stored. He was ready to jump in the valley. Trust me, seeing it from a distance is also scary. And the man behind said 1, 2 and 3. The jumper jumped in the valley, which we couldn't see. He shouted on the top of his voice. A chill went down my spine, but deep down I knew I had to do it. I didn't have a choice. After completing the legal formalities, we were directed to reach at the actual spot. Those were the 15 minutes wherein I did not have a single thought. All my friends completed it. Some did it sportingly and some did it with a little hesitation. They were waiting down to give me that extra motivation. I was the last one to be at the spot. Nervousness was mounting with each and every minute which I had to sort. Finally, it was my time to get ready. The official told me to stand steady. He made me wear some ropes, wires and whatnot. It was freezing cold at the top, but the fear was hot. The official told me only one thing. Do not think, just jump after I say 1, 2 and 3. I thought of trusting him with each and every word he said because he knew that sport better than anyone. It is his butter and bread. I moved slowly to the edge of the board with no thoughts whatsoever. Sometimes thinking nothing can also be clever. As I stood there and was waiting for the guy to say 1, 2 and 3, cool breeze just gushed in from the tree. I got a validation from the nature that you can jump, just a fear of 5 seconds which I had to dump. I remembered the advice and it was the best advices given to me as I jumped after he said 1, 2 and 3. That push which I had to exert by my own self was the toughest to do as I flew in the valley which was so exotic to view. All of it looked so beautiful as I saw the magic of nature. My only feeling was to thank this creator. I saw the lake from above and it was beyond words. It looked more adorable with the chirping of the birds. They pushed me down to let me look at the beauty in close proximity and again pulled me back to check out the nearby vicinity. It was one hell of an experience going up and down. This enlightenment would have never happened in town. I felt a level of confidence which I had never felt. I was pumped up even when the guy was removing my belt. I just hugged my buddies as soon as completing my adventure. I had tears in my eyes as this was fighting the fear venture. But overall, it was not only limited to an adventure for me. It was a kickstart to fight and break free. Break free from my fears and inhibitions so that I could work on my ambitions. So there's a last piece of advice which I would want to give you if you want to break free. Just jump in to work for your goals as soon as your heart says 1, 2 and 3.